So Ravi, why don't you start with your name, your roll number, which batch you are from?
Ravi Rangan, 1999, 73 to 77. Nickname in the batch, Fluffy, which is also my dog. I was the dog of the batch. Chakke ka purana dost. What do you guys want to know?
Yes, so let's start with...
I remember my first day at DMET.
Yeah, sure.
I left IIT to come to DMET, so my parents were very disappointed. My father especially was disappointed, so he brought me into DMET, and when the taxi turned into Taratala Road, he told me, you can go here, but you're not coming back home. I'm not sending you again and again to different colleges. So I said, that's fine. We pulled up in front of the junior hostel, and there was a guy smartly dressed in half whites and Sadar, and he wished my father good morning, and my father said, please take care of my son, and he said, of course uncle, I will take care of your son. And I was just hanging around over there when this guy picked up my suitcase and took it in, and he told me, you see me when you come back, I'll take care of you. Little did I know, we went the whole day to the college building, and evening 6 o'clock when we came back, I found a different guy, totally different. Now he's in a sports kit and he looked totally different, and he said, who is that fucking guy who made me carry his suitcase? I didn't know, I'd forgotten by then, so I was still waiting, and then he came out. All of us first years were lined up in the quadrangle, and all of a sudden I felt a hand grab me, my shirt, pull me out, said, start hopping. He's actually a nice guy. His name is Sachdev. I think his roll number was 1819.
You do remember it, huh?
Yeah, I do remember his roll number.
You want to get back at him?
No, he was a sweet guy. But that was a rude awakening to DMET, but on the whole, DMET was a wonderful experience in my life. I think it's the greatest place to have done one's education. And I mean that. I've met engineers from all over the world. I've met engineers in America, back in India, back in my sailing days. And I still think DMET produces a caliber of engineers that is second to none. With that said, those are some of the nicer memories of DMET, but what else would you like to know?
A few things about when you were a senior. How did juniors perceive you, or how did your batchmates perceive you?
I never hit anybody, but I think ragging is a must, and I see a lot of the exchanges going on between on 22 knots that are vilifying ragging. But my personal opinion about it is, I think it's a good thing. It made me I don't know if it made me a tougher or a better person, but it's something that I took in my stride. I look back on it with fond memories. So some of my seniors are my closest friends today, and some of my juniors are my closest friends today. So I can't really complain about it, and I think it was like busting your chops and getting your boots wet, as they say, you know. So DMET gives you that initial impetus to take you out to sea, and I didn't find anything wrong with it. Notwithstanding some assholes who would do you up and like beat you or punch you in the balls or dog kick you on the knees and do some sadistic things. But that aside, on the whole, I had no regrets about DMET. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Awesome. So probably let's talk about a couple of minutes on your experience at sea.
My experiences at sea were for 10 years.
Juniors who are right now at DMET.
I would tell them, your years as a junior engineer are immensely important. I've been out of sea for over 23 years now, and a lot of the engineering that I learned on a ship still stand me in good stead. When you get your hands on the equipment, when you actually work yourself, when you do diagnostics on your own, when you think like an engineer, act and behave like an engineer, fix it like an engineer, and take responsibility like an engineer, and like a DMET marine engineer, you actually go the extra mile. In my opinion, that's a lesson that you can only learn at sea. Or in some other professions, like maybe going out to space or working in the military where you're under fire. But DMET has its own challenges, very similar challenges, which is why I make those comparisons, that have undoubtedly brought out the best in us as both human beings and as technically qualified, good, hardworking engineers.
How long did you sail on board?
I sailed for 10 years.
10 years.
I sailed mostly in Indian companies. I was a second engineer for nearly 6 years. And as a second engineer, again, I was a very demanding second engineer. Guys who sailed with me as fifth engineers and fourth engineers and third engineers who probably don't have as fond memories of me as I do of myself. But I believe that I was instrumental in helping them find their sea legs. I also think I went out of my way to help a lot of them, and I have no regrets. Like I said, DMET and Sea Life, I enjoyed both. I would go back to it in a heartbeat.
And probably a penultimate question. What's your thoughts on the party thus far? I know it's very
Fantastic. All you guys who watch this should do it. Every one of you, including you, Varun Bala.
And the last question probably, what are your thoughts to those young cadets at DMET right now who probably will be seeing this video?
I don't know. You guys go out and sail. Go out, you guys are marine engineers, don't take up IT jobs right away. Go out and sail, be a poncho, clean out bilge filters, pump out those ballast tanks, have punga with the deckside buggers. Go out.
That was a good one.
Go out, go to Romania and go to East Germany and, find yourself good women over there, enjoy yourself, learn your job, and you got a lot of time on your hands while you're at sea. Use it, I would say use it judiciously. You got more time in your hands than you know what to do with, because other than, hanging out and drinking beer and jerking off with the cadets, do something, learn your job, and perfect your trade. Your trade is to be an engineer, because there are brighter and more lucrative horizons beyond that you should set your eyes on, focus on, and move on. And unless you want to continue sailing at sea, which is also a damn good thing. I mean, I wish I could do that, but I would say you got a very bright future and work towards it.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of the party.
Anytime, man.
Sure thing.